Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Glossy Philosophy. My name is Jansen Binman. Make sure that you are subscribed to this channel. Give this video a thumbs up because today we are doing a Dior campaign inspired makeup that feels very French and very fresh for summer, so stay tuned. I've already washed my face and done my skincare, so let's start by neutralizing the face and getting it ready for the actual makeup look. First, I'm going to start with my NARS primer. Now, if you've been watching for a long time, you know that I normally use the tinted one, but this one is the original clear one. And I'm going to be honest, I like this one better. I like it better because I feel like it grips onto more eyeshadows longer than the tinted one. The tinted one is great if you're using it as like a base eyeshadow or just like a really quick fix. Anything that's peeking through on the lid, but I think the original one is a better formula, so I would highly recommend that one over the tinted one. Now we are going to tightline our eyes with Victoria Beckham's Kajal liner. And of course, we are also going to be doing some neutralizing underneath the eyes with Bobbi Brown's Corrector and light to medium Bisque. There's not very much left on my pan, but there's just enough for a few more tutorials. So just tapping that in very, very gently. Again, this tapping motion also helps with any drainage that needs to happen from the night before. It can also help to just kind of wake up the skin a little bit. And you can start to find the pressure, the right pressure that you need while you're putting on your makeup. So once everything is feeling nice and seamless, you can absolutely go in with a brush. I'm not feeling like I need to today just because I use such a thin amount of material. So now we are going to continue with the look. I am playing a French character in a musical this summer, and I've been researching famous French actresses and Edith Piaf, which led me to Marion Cotillard, and that led me to a beautiful Dior campaign. And in it, she is wearing black, she has a beautiful red lip, and barely anything else, or what appears to be anything else. So this is a very simple, what feels like a very French way to do a red lip in summer. So I thought it would be perfect for a transitional makeup or just when you want to wear a red lip in the summer. What we want to do, because the lip is the focus, we want to do our complexion first. I'm not really using very many eyeshadows on my eyes, so I'm not worried about fallout. So let's continue with the complexion. We are going to be using Lisa Eldridge's Seamless Skin in number 9, which is a great match. On the website it says that it's kind of an olivey base. I find that it just neutralizes. I feel like I have quite a bit of red and yellow in my skin, and I just feel like this combination of pigments that's in here is perfection for me. It is seriously the best match I've ever had, and I've had some very good matches before, but this one really feels like it not only is my skin tone, but it also neutralizes what I need it to neutralize, and yet allows my skin to peek through. I can't say enough good things about it, obviously, because I've just ordered my 3rd bottle, so it is really, really lovely. Just making sure that that's nice and blended in. So now we are going to move on to concealer, and I'm just going to take that off on the back of my hand. So just twirling my doe foot applicator on the back of my hand, and I'm going to use my finger because I'm not sure if I'm going to want to do a second coat or not. I've been having horrible allergies with gardening and everything, so sometimes, and with the skincare that I'm using right now, sometimes it feels like I do need to go in with a second coat, especially if I'm putting it on first. But this allows me to really see where I'm going. If I'm doing a lip look, I like to complete the complexion pretty much before I do that lip because I want to make sure that everything is nice and balanced. Now I'm going to wait on my blush application because I want to make sure that that is balancing with the lip. Now that we basically have the complexion finished, I'm going to do my brows, and then we are going to get into the lip. So I'm going in with my Anastasia brow pencil, and I'm just going to fill in any gaps that I have or anywhere where I want the appearance of a fuller brow. Going in the same direction, I'm pretending like I'm drawing in little hairs, and I'm constantly flipping my applicator to fit the area of the brow that I'm working on, and also just to fit the kind of hair that I'm going for. If I'm going for those longer hairs, then I'm going to use almost like the full force of it. But if I'm going more towards the front of the brow, then I'm going to flip it and use just the tip of it and make sure that those hairs are a little bit shorter and that I have a little bit more control, because I don't want a super crazy full brow. It's not what this look is about. I know that brows are kind of, they're like in and they're out and all that, but I just like a nice clean brow and make it as symmetrical as possible without making it too perfect. My Duchess pencil looks insane, but this is just what happened when I sharpened it. So this is the Duchess color from Lisa Eldridge, and I'm going to do my Cupid's bow first. And then the bottom of my lip, filling in, and then I'm going to do my top lip. So this by itself is really lovely. You could throw on a gloss and just kind of go, but because we are being inspired by Marion, we want to make sure that we're doing a red lip, and this is Palazzo by Lisa Eldridge. I'm going to lick my top teeth, pinky, and then I grabbed any excess lipstick so it's not going to get on my teeth. You can also do the Vaseline trick, you can do the blotting if you need to. I'm just going to let this sit and kind of mush it around on my lips and see how it goes, because even though the commercial is so, it's just like perfection and beautiful, in reality we don't want a red lip to be too perfect, otherwise it feels very false. See, I mean, this is a great color for me, the blend between Palazzo and Duchess, but I do definitely need a little something on my cheeks. So I brought down Kitten Mischief because I think not only is this a great lipstick, it's also a great blush. So I'm going to put that on the back of my hand, and I'm going to mix it in with a little bit of highlighter. It's something I've been doing lately and I absolutely love it. It also makes it very easy to touch up throughout the day. You can just grab one of those pixie blushes and throw those in your bag, and it's kind of a similar idea. Or you can of course bring your lipstick and blend it in with anything that's really emollient, like a liquid highlighter, or you could even grab the Muse gloss, which is kind of a similar color to that, and that just gives a little bit of extra life to the face. Now I'm going to go back in. I have a little bit of foundation on the back of my hand, so I just grabbed a little bit of that on my brush, and I'm going to bounce my brush right over that, and that is going to seal in that blush, and it really makes it look like you're blushing from within rather than you've just applied something to your face. So before we continue, I know that I'm going to do a powder bronzer, so I need to powder. And I'm going to use a very loose kind of fluffy brush, the 108. I'm going to dip into my Givenchy, which is here's what that looks like. I just tipped a little bit into my cap, and I'm going to make sure that I'm just powdering where I need to through the center of my face, and then I'm going to do a light sweeping on my cheeks because I don't want anything to get kind of caught up in my skincare oils. But I'm going to put the majority of the powder through the center of my face. Now already you can tell that this is feeling almost complete, right? There's not too much else that needs to be done if we are going for that kind of carefree red lip summer look. I just want to define the eye a little bit after we get the bronzer on. But by doing the lip and doing the complexion first, it really allows you to see that you don't need a lot on your eyes unless you want to. So now we are going in with the Charlotte Tilbury with my big old brush, my BK Beauty bronzer brush. I'm going to go under that cheekbone and sweep up onto the cheek. And this is a tapered brush, even though it is very big, it is a tapered brush. So if you smash it down like I'm doing right here on my forehead, it's really going to disperse it. However, if you just very lightly touch the skin, that tapered end is going to do a lot of the work for you. And then you can smash down your brush if you need to and grab and kind of move that powder around and bring it up onto your cheekbone just for a little bit of a healthy glow. So now we are ready for the eyes, and of course I'm going to grab my bronzer eventually, but first I'm going to put down a little bit of Kid, which is a really lovely kind of pinky nude color on my 201, and I'm just really lightly dusting that all over my lid. Kid is a great color for fairer skin tones. It gives you just like a really natural shadow around your eyes without, again, without looking like you're really doing anything, but it does enhance the eye shape in a really beautiful, subtle way. Plus, because I'm not using a tinted eyeshadow base anymore, it's a great one to just kind of put down first. Grip those eyeshadows, especially if you don't have a lighter, non-shimmery shadow close at hand. So now I'm just using my Sonia Kashuk to kind of blend that out, make it a little bit softer, make it a little bit more seamless. Now I can go back in with my Kajal liner and just do a very, very little line along the lash line and make sure that my lashes will not get lost. Although I know that my mascara is going to be doing a lot of work. And then we'll bring in a little bit of the bronzer, do some mascara, and we are done. I'm going to take my 217, dip that into my bronzer, and just add a little bit of warmth up there. This will just make everything look so nice and cohesive because I already have the bronzer on quite a bit of the periphery of my face. And now it's time for mascara. So we're going to go in with the Big Ego first and then Lisa's Kitten Lash. And we are going to get right into the roots. We're going to do most of our volume amplifying with this one, with the Big Ego. And then we're just kind of sealing in the lashes with Lisa's and getting rid of any clumps that may have happened from the Big Ego. And now's a great time to see if you need anything extra. I'm just going to take a very, very small amount on my ring finger, split it, and just very, very gently add in a little bit more light underneath the eyes to really pop that. Re-powder, and then we're good to go. And we are also sealed in for the entire day. And that is the finished look. Thank you guys so much for watching this Dior campaign inspired makeup. I think it's a really great one as we enter into those warmer weathers, summer weather, and sometimes we still want to do a pop on the lip, and sometimes we even want to wear a red lip in the summer. But what we want to do is we just want to really lighten up our eye makeup, take away a lot of that liner, and it feels very fresh, very French, and just really fun. I do fashion videos every Wednesday, beauty videos every Friday. Make sure you are following me on Instagram and watching the shorts in between the longer styling and makeup tutorials for extra tips and tricks to make your life a little bit easier and a little bit more glossy. And I will see you very soon in the next one. Bye!